Denmark, one of the countries in EU5. At the start of the game, it's pretty weak, not very rich, and not very significant at all. But if you've played EU4, you will know that during that game's time frame, it starts off as the leader of the Kalmar Union, with Sweden and Norway as its junior partners, effectively controlling the entirety of Scandinavia and more. But obviously, in EU5, since it starts off 100 years earlier, that is not the case. The only thing that Denmark owns is, well, the stuff that Denmark owns today, a little bit of Scania right here, Schleswig is its vassal, and then some land over in the Baltic. So how are we gonna make Denmark take control of Sweden and Norway and be literally the only country in Scandinavia? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out. So that's why it's time to jump in as Denmark, play tall, become rich, and try and establish the Kalmar Union. Alright, here we are as the Kingdom of Denmark, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, I've never actually played Denmark in EU5, and since I'm playing God of War right now, no spoilers, I'm only halfway through, I'm pretty into the whole Norse thing, so we might even do Norway pretty soon if you guys want to. But yeah, like I said in the intro, man, Denmark pretty insignificant at the start. We own this land right here, which is relatively poor. We don't have that many people, and we're gonna lose a lot of them to the Black Death soon. We're not making any money. The only thing we kind of have going for us is the fact that we're a kingdom, and we don't even own all of Scania right here, which we do have cores on. Aside from that, man, we do have unique advances as Denmark. Some we're gonna get later, some we have now. Obviously, from being, Norse and stuff like that, we got levies and levy recovery, a lot of maritime presence and proximity coast with maritime presence right here. This one is a really powerful one, and then, we'll see what we get up to later. But, first things first, man, like I said, we are gonna be playing tall as Denmark, so I'm not really gonna be conquering too much. I think I'm only going to be going for Denmark and Scania right here, and the rest I'm going to try and do through subjects as we also try and establish the Kalmar Union. But yeah, there's actually a couple of ways we can get Scania right here, which is going to be one of our only conquest goals. Obviously, like I just said, we do have cores on that, so we could straight up go to war with Scania, which of course is going to bring in Sweden and Norway and all of their boys. Or we could wait for a certain event. You see, Scania has an event itself where it can gain some sort of rebellion and stuff like that. And then after that rebellion, they either choose to, automatically join up with us, with Denmark, which could lead to a war with Sweden, or if they choose the other option, we can just offer to buy it, which would be very nice. No wars, no nothing. However, for that event to happen for them, first, we need a ruler, which we don't have. Count Gerard right here, he's just a regent, and we're gonna have to wait a little bit for him to get assassinated. As for gov reforms, we don't have anything unique right here. However, we could right away go with harbor administration, which is absolutely mega powerful for us as Denmark. Like I said, we are gonna push heavy naval this campaign, and we are fairly naval already, so I am immediately gonna pick up harbor administration. It gives us a naval governor as well. We could put it down in like I thought this was Bornholm, wasn't it? I guess we could put it down like right there or something like that. We'll see. We should be able to build local governors here because it's all straight crossing. So I'm actually gonna go autocracy and harbor administration instantly, man. We should be able to get like insane control as Denmark. I didn't realize legitimacy is so low. I actually tanked that, and I can't even give out more privileges. Frick. I still need to give out sponsored maritime contracts and treasury rights to the burghers, and then stuff for the nobles as well. Commoners are actually good. Okay, yeah, this whole legitimacy thing is really freaking us up, so let's insta-stabilize and strengthen government here. Okay, so a month has ticked over. We're actually making a little bit of money. Let me just hire this guy, and then we'll straighten everything out right here. But regarding those events that I was talking about, man, so first, we actually need to get this event, a royal wedding, where we can marry some guys. It doesn't matter. Then, we need to get the assassination of Gerhard III, which is this guy, our current regent. After that guy gets assassinated, that's when Scania can get its events, because we technically don't have a ruler right now. But here's the trick. This one is only a 5% monthly chance, and it can only happen till 1344. The thing is, Scania's event can also only happen until 1344. So if we don't end up owning Scania via events until 1344, we are actually gonna have to end up fighting Sweden in them. But yeah, aside from that, man, something else I want to do is actually release a subject right here because I'm not interested in owning that directly. So I'm just going to create a custom subject in Estonia. It's going to be a vassal. We're going to put, I don't know, this guy to rule it. It doesn't matter. And we also start off in debt. I didn't know that. That is not very good. In fact, some would say it's bad. It's me. I'm some. Now, another thing I want to do is actually, because I'm not planning on taking over Lubeck this campaign, like I said, we're only going to be playing tall in Denmark and Scania right here. We should create our own market, probably in Copenhagen, because we do want to move our capital there eventually. There is an event for that as well. Do we do that right away? No, it's expensive, but okay, I will end up creating one sooner or later. Okay, so here's another event. We can actually end up selling the 2 locations in Scania that we own to Scania, and we gain 250 ducats, which is good. Or we can not, and we lose some stability. We are going to sell it, because we're going to end up owning this either way, either through the events, like I said, or through wars. So I'm just going to take the 250 ducats now, man. That still, you know, stays our core, so we're chilling. All right, that helped me pay off some loans. Dude, when I opened up Denmark, like 20 minutes ago before I started recording, just to examine stuff about them, both of the events I actually need. Wait, why can't this happen now? Oh, frick me. Who the hell is... Shoot. Can we not get it? No, we just need this one. Yeah, both of these happened like 2 month ticks after I started the game. So we are actually getting quite unlucky here. All right, first parliament time. Obviously, we're not going to war. We're just going to change up some laws. We got a unique legal code. I'm just noticing this here. We got regional laws of Denmark, which kind of sucks. We got Danske Lov, though, which is... Dude, it's crazy. We got so many proximity modifiers as Denmark. Great. Yep, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play till the 5th age. Why even tell it to me then? Ugh, that's so lame. Alright, in the Age of Renaissance, we're gonna go admin focus. Wait, why am I getting coup attempt now? Alright, I did have to legitimacy max to avoid coup attempt, so we took on a couple of loans from that, but it's fine. Damn, man, we're about to hit 1344, and we still don't have this. Yeah, so lame, dude. Yeah, well, I mean, it is a 5% chance, so... It's not very likely that we'll get it. Just the time frame on these is so short. Okay, 1 more year for the chance for this to happen. Let's hope for it. But no, even then, actually, we won't have time for them to get their event. Okay, well, I'm like 99% sure now that we are actually going to end up going to war for Scania, which isn't very nice. Wait, I'm allied to Brandenburg and Bavaria? I didn't even notice that at the start. What? That's not that bad, actually. Are these guys still the Emperor? We can make Scandinavian our official, Danish, the Danish dialect of Scandinavian our official language, which, you know, might not be optimal, but I am gonna do. We ain't German. Oh, there it is. Nice. A month before the year ends. Okay, so, we do want to get Valdemar in charge. Yeah, let's just kill him. Cool. So that has happened. Now Scania can get its event the next 6 days. Alright, so here is where our chances to get, like, Sweden in start. So, Eric. Okay. What do they got? They got cognatic primogeniture, so it's always going to be a dude. What do we got? We got the same thing. We probably want to swap to absolute, so we can end up in a union with these guys. However, the thing is, obviously, they'll always outvote us, right? But, yeah, let's, maybe we could get someone else in the union here. Let's just marry her. Why not? We'll marry her. Stop! Are you enjoying this pristine tall gameplay as the Kingdom of Denmark? I know you are. We haven't done a tall playthrough in a while. So, if you are, why not leave a like? It lets me know that you want to see more tall playthroughs like this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it. Because otherwise, how are you going to know when I upload a video? You watch me every day anyway. Might as well do it. Alright, let's get back to Denmark. Alright, I swapped a favor to the ruler earlier, now I'm doing Central Council. Another thing about the events is I think one of them gave us the option to like insta-annex Schleswig right here, which either we didn't get or we chose the wrong option. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So we are going to have to annex them manually now, which is, it's fine. Okay, so just doing some law changes once again, and I've asked for higher taxes too. There's the event for us moving our capital to Copenhagen, which is very nice. So just did promote urbanization, we got another town, we're finally starting to build stuff up. I've started annexing Schleswig, it's gonna take literally a million years, so I'm gonna try and put down some libraries as well, at least for a little bit of cultural influence. But I'm also looking for ways to take over Scania now. Now, when you look at it like this, man, Sweden and Norway really aren't that powerful, right? It's like, what is this, like 12, 13,000 troops between all of them? If I can get an ally, which can actually go over there and do stuff, this shouldn't be that difficult. Scania doesn't have forts, Sweden doesn't have that many. Alternatively, we could also, try and get a lot of money and then go for mercs, but mercs really aren't, that powerful just yet over here. We're gonna have to wait a little bit more. So the acquiring of Scania, not looking too difficult as long as I can get allies. So that's what we're trying to do right now. In the meantime, slowly building up the economy. Alright, so just chilling, gathering up cash to create a market. I actually have linked up with Poland here, man, and they are willing to help us out versus Sweden and Norway. The question is, though, can they actually get there? Because if they can, we're gonna be good. Scania have built up a fort. I mean, it was expected. Also built up a little bit of a navy right here. We got 5 Mediterranean galleys since we're doing research and stuff like that. So yeah, just waiting to get like about 20 or 30 or 50 more ducats until we put down our own market in Copenhagen. But yeah, just slowly, very slowly building up. As you can see, the annexation of Schleswig hasn't sped up. Why would it? I can't spend that much on Diplo, that's the thing. So yeah, we're just chilling, taking it slow. This, for me, you guys obviously aren't seeing everything, but it's just a relaxing, laid-back game, taking it slow. I feel like I'm even playing off camera, which, has taken me back. But yeah, I never do it. I never play off camera. So yeah, I think, man, the thing is gonna be, I can't ally anyone else, by the way, or at least, not that I can see. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I don't know, just looking for someone big. Bohemia, actually, we could, but the thing is, yeah, I need someone who can, like, for sure get there. With England, I've maxed out relations. I don't know, let's try Bohemia too. Why not? We just gotta dish them when they go Hussite. Well, hooked up a marriage with Bohemia with one of the daughters right there, so there's an alliance with them as well. Yeah, I got favors with Brandenburg already, so I just need to curry up a bit of favors with Bohemia. But it's still risky. Like I said, as long as they can get there, we'll be fine. And you know what? I am gonna have to tank this temporarily. Either way, let's go ahead and create up a market in, in Copenhagen. Even if we take on a little bit of loans temporarily, it's not going to be a problem because I've paid off everything. So there we go. I'm going to create a market in Copenhagen. It's going to shrink Lubeck by quite a lot, and hopefully we can take out a bit of Oslo and Stockholm as well. So let's see if this is good or bad for us. Obviously, it should be good. There we go. Our own little market has been created. Okay, now we're waiting to build up a CB on Scania because we can get claims on province because we got cores. And I'm also going to time it with the parliament so we can get larger levies. And by that point, we'll have favors with Bohemia. So pretty soon, we're going to go in for Scania, baby. Another thing is I need to actually cross here, right? So, we need to be mindful of these guys as navies. Yeah, maybe we need to build up a little bit more, although I will have to take a bunch of loans for that, which I actually don't want to do. Alright, we're actually making okay money now that we've built up the market, so I put down another galley right here. We just don't got the sailors to do anymore. Got the CB on Scania. All of my boys would come in. We do outnumber them, I mean, obviously. Hopefully we can actually walk over here, not get our ass beat, and hopefully my allies can come in. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna ask for larger levies immediately. Let's get the army and forts up. All right, garrison is up, folks. Let's go ahead and declare on Scania. We're gonna lose 10 stab here. It's totally fine. Gonna drag in Poland immediately. There's our declaration. I'm gonna get the naval levies and army levies up immediately. And we're instantly gonna go to Poland right here. Use favors to call into war. Brandenburg, use favors to call into war. Okay, there we go. It's time we retake Scania. Now the question is, how do we get Sweden and Norway as our junior partners? I don't actually want to conquer them, that's the thing. Okay, so I actually beat up the Scanian army, and I'm already in Lund. My vassals are here as well. What are these guys doing? Mill access, Poland. Poland can't get through. Bohemia can, because it's HRE. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hopeful. And another thing is, hopefully we don't starve to death. My guys are distributing food and gathering food, but we've absolutely rolled these guys. Everyone ended up coming in. I think Poland is here too, even though I can't see their armies. I don't know, I guess. But yeah, everyone ended up coming in 100% on Sweden, which is obviously the main guy. It definitely paid off that we bided our time for so long. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to take all of Scania. That is all of Scania. Thank you very much. I will be doing that. And then what else are we going to do? Well, let's go ahead and get war reps from Sweden. Let's get all of their money. And I wonder, can we hook up a marriage with them? You know, in order to actually have good relations. So, probably not, right? Yeah, obviously we can't do this. We can maybe get like Greenland, Iceland, and those guys transferred over to us, although that, you know, isn't really what we want. Yeah, I mean, in that case, that's it. If we weren't, you know, if we weren't planning on playing tall just in Denmark and in Scania, we could go for a lot more. I'd probably end up taking like some coastal stuff over here, which is very nice. But no, you know, we're set on what we want to conquer since the start. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Our war is officially done, and we've officially retaken all of Scania. And it's already our cores, and it's already Danish, and it's already Catholic. That's the best part. Okay, somehow ended up with 16 boats right here, which is awesome. I guess they can all be upgraded to galleys later on. But yeah, that's dope. Oh no, it's just cogs, which we don't want. And now we're making some nice money. I like that. I like that. Yeah, control isn't that crazy, but I like it. Okay, so since we're going to be playing tall, now what we need to continue working on is obviously infrastructure and building up the economy and stuff like that, but also urbanizing pretty heavily right here so we can have mega control. Obviously, we're very far off from building cities and putting down local and naval governors, and really there's only one spot we can do a naval governor. It's right here, but it's fine. You know, if we can put down like a local one, in the Lund, for example, or even somewhere coastal, and then another one over here, that would be peak, dude. And there's the reconquest of Scania. We can just get some stuff over here. Every location in Scania will get the max control plus 15% modifier for 20 years. Hell yeah. Dude, look at this. Max control in Lund now is 84%. And keep in mind, we still don't got the local governors or the naval governors, like I said, but not even the councils. Oh, wow. We're all the way decentralized. No wonder this has taken a million years. Can we not push at all this way? What? Restoring of the Varangians? Oh, okay. I've never been on the other side of this. So, Byzantium will transfer 25% of their yearly income to Denmark. 50 Danish peasants will migrate each month from Zealand to Byzantium for the next 80 months. So, 50... times 80, that's 4,000 people we send over for 43 ducats. That's not that cool. Okay, interesting. So we actually have a girl heir now because they all died. Let me take a look at this guy's kids. And he's what? He's 34. His wife is 37. They could potentially still have a son, but this is good. Because if she remains the heir, Elizabeth right here, we could... potentially, how old is she? She's 12. Huh. Oh! Oh my god, there it is. I have to do everything in my power to get Sweden to like me. And the thing is, we only got like 4 years to do it. You know, well, one reason why we might be making so much money now is sound tolls. Oh, we're making a little bit off of that, yeah. A problem is that Sweden has rivaled me, though. Oh, yeah, okay, I thought he changed, but it's my one's a girl. Yeah, they've rivaled me. I don't think we're gonna be able to marry them. Propose royal marriage. Yeah, it doesn't tell me the modifiers because I got no one. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, how was I supposed to know I was gonna get a girl, right? Because the other kid died. If this had happened before we fought Scania, I actually wouldn't have fought Scania, and I would have just improved with these guys. Yeah. Also, I wonder how you get the Oldenburgs and then the Wittelsbachs later on as Denmark. I mean, there are events for it, sure, but yeah, there's House Oldenburg, so... we'd need to have no heir. That's how we get the Oldenburgs. What about the Wittelsbachs? There's a new dynasty. Well, Elizabeth's 16, I think. Oh, no, she's not. Well, who the hell is 16? Now she's 16. Yeah, this is not gonna be possible. We're so far off, dude. We're actually so far off. England is the coolest one, but obviously they're more powerful than us. We'd become the junior partner. I don't know, having like good relations with some of these northern guys would be cool. You know, even if, yeah, we got the heir. We can get like Mecklenburg in a union. Luneburg. Yeah, let's see. These aren't usually accurate, but... Yeah, and it's not even the green ones right here, so it's these guys. Yeah, it's all super tiny, guys. Sucks, dude. We can get the Wittelsbachs like this, because she's the heir, but she will become a Wittelsbach, right? She's the girl. This guy's 16, second in line. Over here, we got this guy that's 40, second in line. That's... I don't like that. You know what? Let's get the Wittelsbachs in another way, man. Let's do it like this. This guy's, you know, he's got the skills. Let's marry her to Carl. Sure, why not? Okay, maybe we won't get Sweden and Norway, but at least we'll get them. Not that it matters. It's just, you know, role-playing. Yeah, we've established a pretty good galley fleet right here, man. Now I'm just waiting on, like, Renaissance and banking to do other stuff. Professional armies we really won't need. Obviously, I'll do it at the end, but I'm still researching stuff that I actually want from the generic tree. There we go. We'll marry both of our daughters to Wittelsbachs. But yeah, in the meantime, just working on infrastructuring it up a bit. Oh, I can improve with Holsation a bit, which would be nice. Control is, like, super nice, dude. I love it. Alright, well, wrapped up the stuff from the generic tree, obviously, that I wanted the most. We got professional armies already, and merc maintenance. That's pretty good. That's not bad, I guess. But yeah, I'm more interested in Renaissance and banking. Renaissance is cheaper, so let's take it first. That'll at least give us the other cabinet slot. So we got the cabinet seat. We pretty much want everything from here. There's another unique Danish one, man. Let's go for the crown power. We want all of the... Actually, this we don't need. Go down for the local council, rights of the nobles. We'll take that as well. University, cost of court. All right, now I'm going to start saving up some money to upgrade a bunch rural locations to towns, because we need, like, more wharfs and stuff like that. I'm going to go with royal decree here. Now, something else I'm actually going to do right here is revoke communal lands from the peasants, man. It is going to make them super unhappy, but it's fine. It's just the peasants, and it's only 8 stability, so it's going to help us push towards centralization. All right, so I've upgraded to town everything that's more than 20,000 people, and now what I'm going to do is actually try and get more people in Copenhagen so we can build it up into a city. We already have a couple locations with more than 30k people. All right, ditched Bohemia because they're Hussite. I think Bohemia's getting it right now. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, they got quite a bit of powerful guys on their side. They got Poland, Brandenburg, Austria, the Bavarias. Obviously, they got rolled, but still, usually France is on the other side. That's the thing. All right, well, there's Queen Elizabeth. The heir is... Yeah, Crown Prince Johann, heir to Denmark, Lower Bavaria, and Estonia. Cool. Yeah, she got... No, this is a different one, isn't it? She's 16. Ah, she doesn't have anyone. Is he married? He's probably married. Yeah, he's married. Frick, dude. Damn, if he wasn't married, now we could link up. We don't hate each other with Sweden anymore. Yeah, we're not even rival or nothing. In fact, we can ally each other. That sucks. Yeah, there's no one to marry. The thing is, we weren't controlling this guy because he's also, you know, he's his kid, right? So he probably actually even lives there. No, he doesn't live there. Where does he live? Okay, he does live in Copenhagen, but we had no control over him until basically she came into power. Another free town right there. Perfect. Also, something I'm noticing just now. Why the hell is this, like, so freaking pixelated, dude? I've never noticed that on any other coastline. Is it like that anywhere? Not really. It's smoother in other places. What about Norway? Norway has a bunch of stuff. You know, once you start looking into things. Finally, we can make Copenhagen into a city. Perfect. Yeah. So realistically, we need a couple of more cities, you know, for control maxing and stuff like that. But at least, you know, we can drop this down now and start putting down some local councils, man, because these are gonna help a lot. They are expensive as hell, though. Also, do we have a mod to remove this thing here? Because it really doesn't mean anything, does it? Alright, diplomaxing for a little bit now, just to annex Schleswig finally, because we are going to have to convert some stuff to Danish, so yeah. We've actually built the first city in Scandinavia. Wow. Dude, I literally just allied Sweden to be like role-playee that we're now friends, and they're calling me into this instantly. Is it their war? Probably is their war, isn't it? Sweden two-town war. You know what? I will accept that. Not that I'm gonna do anything, but... Alright, let's finally get into the maritime stuff by doing banking. Oh, the Kronborg. Nice. Ah, Schleswig has finally been annexed, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Perfect. So we don't get cores on all of it, obviously. Either we accept Holsation, which, well, we should be able to do... Oh yeah, we can definitely do it. There we go. So that's accepted, but I'm still gonna go ahead and assimilate. Now, I know I said we'd play tall in just Denmark and Scania right here. However, Holstein is right there. Most of it is Holsation, which we've already accepted. Lübeck is right there. It's a city too, pretty nicely urbanized. And the best part is, folks, Austria actually isn't willing to defend these guys right now. Austria is the emperor, by the way. Do we go in on Lübeck itself, which of course is going to bring in the Hanseatic League, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Poland will help. And we just started going in for Holstein as well. Would be nice. A little bit of an additional challenge pushing into the HRE. We're already pretty wealthy owning all of this. And, the reason I like the area of Denmark so much is because, it's so defensible right here, man. It's just 2 provinces to stop these guys from walking into you. Whereas, if we go for Holstein, it's like some more. But it's Lübeck, dude. It's Lübeck. But then again, if we do this, why wouldn't we push into Sweden? I guess we're still trying to do the whole union thing, aren't we? You know what? Why not, man? Why not? There's the parliament, fabricate CB on tiny little Lübeck itself. And I think we go in. Yes, we do. And there's Lübeck, ladies and gentlemen, along with war reps from the Hansa and some money. Perfect. There we go. That's been acquired, folks. Let's take education of the court. I don't know why we couldn't do it up until now. So, yeah, we're going to integrate it up. And obviously, the reason I went for Lübeck is because it's a market center. We could have gone through any of these guys, and Austria wouldn't help. Okay, if we have the opportunity, I'll push into the rest of Holstein. All right, continuing with our mega naval buildup. Parliament is here again, man, and... Well, I was going to say Austria isn't willing to defend these guys, but they don't even show up on everyone. Why? Huh. Wait, I'm not linked with Poland anymore? Also, why? What the hell is... Oh, they're already... Oh, okay, this is going on. That's why people aren't showing up. Okay, so then it makes sense to go through actually Holstein-Rendsburg right here in order to get properly connected up to Lübeck. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do then. Yeah, there we go. There's Parliament, Fabricate CB. These guys, perfect. Let's go ahead and declare immediately. Lübecka won't defend them either. And I'm going to call in Sweden using favors, which I probably have. Yeah, very nice. The thing is, these guys got mercs up and stuff like that now. I haven't pushed at all into professional armies, so just in case. Oh, nice. They capitulated. I am fighting a lot of other guys here. Well, a lot of these guys. Really? So I'll only be able to fight Holstein, Pinburg, and Dithmarschen unless I separate piece these guys. Oh, which I can. Okay. In that case, that's a full annex on these guys. What's AE looking like with the HRE guys? Actually, not bad. Perfect. Okay, more expansion over there. I love it. Surprisingly easy. But I guess we're taking advantage of the fact that, Austria was busy with other things. So really, if we want to finish this off... Oh, there's actually a couple of more guys we need to fight. These guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more guys. We got the entree pot now, so putting one down in Copenhagen, then we'll do Lübeck. Also, I have built up a couple of local councils so far. Oh, dude, and actually, Lübeck is a really good place for a governor, man. For a local governor. Right. Yeah, it's a market thingy center. Perfect. How do I got 4 assholes in a row, bro? Corrupt, which is honestly like the most insanely, horribly overpowered cabinet trait, and you get it so often. 2 of them are corrupt. This guy is abrasive. This guy's unmotivated. Got the Pound Lock Canal, which is also awesome for Lübeck. Okay, I think Austria is actually back to defending these guys, but yeah, with Poland and Sweden, we can honestly take anyone here. So yeah, let's just chill for a little bit, wait for AE to come down, and then we'll hit like Holstein, Cologne or whatever. We've actually hit more than 1 million people. Nice. Denmark, great place to live. What can I say? We're also, warmongering, but you get the point. All right, so this is all exploration stuff. I'm just gonna go with that. Oh shoot, we can marry our heir to actually the Queen of Poland, dude, who's 62. Does she have kids? She probably does have kids, doesn't she? Yeah, that's already her kid. And they already have the Polish-Lithuanian, marriage union, actually. Yeah, so even if I do marry her, it doesn't matter. They got the heir. This guy's gonna be the heir. Milan. Lüneburg. Usually none of these are in line. Yeah, you gotta, find a queen or whatever. That sucks. Sweden. Damn, if only this guy died. But he's 27. And that's not even her original husband, I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. Damn. Well, let's marry him to a noble then. There we go. Probably his cousin or something. But we do actually have the Vitals box now. Let's adapt to local culture, though. France has decided to push into the HRE or whatever, so I'm just making some money off of granting mill access right now. Obviously, Austria isn't willing to help out these guys once again, but I don't have a CB. In fact, Parliament just went by like a year or two ago, so yeah, unlucky. Alright, got a CB on Holstein Plon right here. Austria won't help, and you might think it's cool. Oh, they're allied to Dithmarschen and Lubecca and Saxe-Lauenburg, so we can wipe all of these guys out, but obviously we're fighting the HRE. That would just be like insane aggressive expansion. Obviously, I'm gonna check, because I want to white piece these guys anyway, but yeah. Okay, there's our declaration. We're just fighting a bunch of tiny guys. No need to drag in allies. It's actually not as bad as I thought, but a coalition will still form, which we realistically do want to avoid. So yeah, I'm just gonna white piece everyone else just so I don't have mega truces and then annex these guys. They've already capitulated. And there we go. 3 more locations for us. Wonderful. 2 different provinces. So yeah, we do need to integrate that up. It's going really quickly though. It's also all accepted culture. I mentioned that earlier. Really the only provinces that we're gonna take right here, or locations I should say, that aren't our culture is these 2. One of them is Lower Saxon, the other is Western Pomeranian. What group is Danish in? Probably Scandinavian. How expensive is it for us to accept the why do I have 0.09% Bulgarians? Now I'm just assimilating all of Holstein right here, even though we don't need to, because, well, why not? Ooh, easy war on Dithmarschen right here. Yep, there we go. There we go. And there we go. Tiny Lubecca here entered the war after the fact, so we'll see if we can do something there. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we're good on that. No coalition. Perfect. 2 more locations for us. Okay, what else do we want to conquer here? Yeah, Holstein-Pinburg, Saxe-Lauenburg, and Ratzeburg. Are these guys they are a subject of Saxe-Lauenburg. Okay, just picked up meritocracy. Always nice to wrap it up because it does actually have pretty good things. Focusing on counting houses now because, well, this is the last one we need to build. Finally put all of them down everywhere. And control is looking pretty nice. Too bad we can't do another local governor, and the only place I can do a naval governor is right here. I did already build it up to a town. Not enough people live there to make it into a city, but of course we could always just make people move there. Alright, time to put down our second city, or, well, build our second city. It's gonna be our third, because obviously we have Lübeck. Yeah, Viborg I think is a pretty good one, even though ours has a little bit more population. Let's see it like this. Copenhagen, Kolding, Ars, Viborg. Where's Kolding? It's right there. Interesting. Yeah, why not? Why not? You know, this is the second time Sweden is calling me in versus Visby right here. They just can't conquer them, man. Really, this is Goatland, isn't it? Yeah, because they got the, the Victual Brothers of Visby. It's the pirates. They just can't take it over. Well, I guess they listened to me complain because they're actually doing it now. Alright, cool. Let's turn Kolding into a city as well. I also want to do, Husum, right? No, where was that very populous one? No, I swear I had more people there. What? I did have more people there. I just noticed we got, our ass beat by some disease right here. Yep, very cool. Oh, about to lose even more people. That's very cool. I love the smallpox. Yeah, just waiting on Austria to get caught up in something, man, so we don't have to fight them. They're pretty weak. Any one of these wars would be super quick. In fact, you know what? Why am I waiting, dude? Why am I waiting? Yeah, let's just do it as soon as we can. There we go. We'll just do that. Fabricate CB on it. Are any one of these guys allied? Holstein-Pinburg? No. These guys, no. And these guys also no. Yeah, it doesn't matter who I fight then. It's all the same. So there it is. Let's take those guys out. Why not? Let me get my forts and my this up. Let's go ahead and recruit a merc company. We'll take, there we go, Mazovia. Yeah, these guys, very nice. All right, let's hit Holstein-Pinburg. I'm gonna call in Poland here. Okay, didn't notice that. No big deal, no big deal. Should be fairly quick. Should be fairly quick, as long as they don't all come rushing in. Okay, Bohemia is actually here. We gotta be careful. Oh, cool. Well, frick everyone for joining, because Holstein-Pinburg, yeah, they just don't got that dog in them, bro. There we go, war over. Dragged in all of Europe into a massive war just for this one location that instantly surrendered. Yep. Works out for me. Okay, literally only Saxe-Lauenburg and Ratzeburg left. Very cool. Okay, got another city in Colding. Just looking at it like this, I guess we do want to make, well, shoot, all 4 of these cities as well. But first, since everything here is coastal, and we don't have a single river, by the way, we can pound lock canal it up, which is very nice. So there we go. Let's put one down here and right there. Okay, let's gather more money for more cities. Perfect. Someone's bothering Austria again. It's France. Thank you, France, for helping me out all the time. So that means another war versus some of these guys without getting Austria involved. Meanwhile, I'm granting city rights in Ars, which is, I think, the final one that we wanted to do. Yes, it is. And now I'm just pushing a little bit in Malmo population growth because obviously we do want to establish a city over in Scania as well. Let's see if we can urbanize something else right here. Let's make Varberg a town, and over on this side everything is pretty weak. So yeah, okay. All right, got a mega merc stack up from Aragon right here. Let's just hope France keeps Austria busy for long enough to where the other parliament will actually roll around and we can hit you know, Saxe-Lauenburg for well, for Lauenburg. But yeah, let's declare it's just them and Havelberg right here. Lots of burgs. Let's go in. And that's it. Thank you very much. Excellent. Only one location left, boys. Only one location left. So I got New World and Pike and Shot here already. Where is where did the printing press spawn? Onarzaba. Where the hell is Onarzaba? It's in Silesia. Yep, once again, you guys know what I forgot to do. Oh, okay, it's not actually that far off, but the other local governor isn't in printing press, is it? It's in Pike and Shot. Yeah, there it is, which we can already take. It's pretty cheap as well. What am I researching right now? Just a couple of things left right here. Well, we don't really need Inquisition and Prestige. These are one after the other. These we don't need either. Yeah, as soon as these are done, I'm actually going to get Pike and Shot first and go immediately down to the other local governor. How many things are before it? Ooh, another Danish thing right here. What is that? Galley power and sailors. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good unique one. Denmark actually has a bunch of good stuff, and, you know, like always, I love it when they're early on. 10% cabinet efficiency, that's really good as well. Anything in New World? You'd think they have at least one thing in New World, right? Because, you know, a little bit of colonization, you know, but it's, I guess it's kind of more Norway and stuff like that. But yeah, let's finish that up and then put down... taking a look at it like this, Copenhagen's our capital. We got the other local governor right here. If we put down the naval governor in Hammershoes right here, I guess it makes sense to put down the other local governor in Viborg or Ars, right? Yeah. Okay, finally back to doing some economic development after all of that, you know, control and city building stuff. Okay, there is Pike and Shot. We don't actually really care about the army stuff. Let's go down here immediately to the local governor. And, you know, yeah, and then I'm immediately gonna go to the Gov reform. We'll see what we do after that. Just realized how much we've been neglecting trade while we were focusing on the control and the city stuff, man. I just spammed up like 20 marketplaces, income jumped by like 80. Let's build them literally everywhere. We're in a really good position for trading with Copenhagen and Lubeck. Obviously, as Denmark, the cool thing you can do is also, you know, like stack into those foreign buildings modifiers to build, you know, the trade offices or whatever they're called. And I think that would be a really good playthrough as Denmark as well. But obviously, maybe in that sort of, you know, situation, you'd want to maybe become fully dominant, nab like Riga, Stockholm, and Oslo as well. Okay, perfect. We got the people in Malmo. Let's go ahead and make that into a city as well. And now I'm encouraging migration to Hammershoes, I don't know what it's called, because I do actually want to make this a city too. The only reason, just because it's the only location where we can put down a naval governor. Crown Prince is unmarried. You know what? Second in line, why not? Maybe the baby will die. Or whatever. That's not very nice to say. Who did I just marry? Her, right? Or no, I married her. But yeah, this is the boy, so yeah. Okay, Parliament is mad that I haven't called it in a while, so... Oh! Cool! What are they doing? Okay, they're busy with this. Excellent, in that case. Let's do our final war, folks. Let's call this in. There we go. Fabricate CB. These guys, I am going to end up getting these guys as a vassal, but it's fine. I'll just get rid of them. I don't really care about having them. Perfect. Let's get 20,000 Andalusians to siege down Saxe-Lauenburg. I didn't really need to spend 2,000 ducats on that. Let's be real. Okay, and let's go ahead and declare on Saxe-Lauenburg. Okay, cool. I did have to get the levies up as well, but it's fine because they'll already accept. And let's take all of their money as well. And just like that, we've taken over all of Holstein as well. And these guys, I think I won't be able to ditch them immediately because I got a truce. Yeah, I'll ditch them in like 9 years. Yeah, making good money right now. Now, of course, we do have 2 locations that aren't our cores. We are kind of already assimilating. We probably don't have enough people of that to accept them. Western Pomeranian and Lower Saxon. We can tolerate them. I definitely got the capacity for that. But yeah, there isn't enough of them to accept them, even though we actually could. And we get so much promote urbanizations during this campaign, it's crazy. We've probably built up like 5 towns just from promote urbanization. Which one is going to become one? It doesn't tell me, does it? Yeah. Hellinghaven. Cool. There we go. Got the other local governor. Malmo is obviously too close to both Copenhagen and this, so I am just going to put it down in Viborg, man. So there it is, local governor. Yep, right there, right there. Right there, right there. Yeah, perfect. Viborg it is. Okay, granting city rights over here so we can put down the naval governor pretty soon. There's another gov reform that we can do. Admiralty regime. No, that's not what we want to do. Let's see, what do we have here that could be interesting for us. Mining communities. No, we don't need that. Privy Council or Royal Commissions. I'm just going to go Royal Commissions. Yeah, very nice. And now I'm going to go ahead and pick up printing press, so we can go down to first of all council hall, because that's an upgrade to the local council. Very nice. And then we're gonna go down to cabinet seat and pave road. Okay, this is officially a city, ladies and gentlemen. We've turned this busted fishing island that's not even fishing that much into a thriving metropolis. Well, not really, because metropolises do actually exist. In fact, it's a megalopolis, sorry. But there's the naval governor, man. Nice. Wait, we can do... What's the third one from? Yeah, what's the third one from? Yeah, there's the other local governor. I thought that was my second one, though. Yeah, where... How can we see from what we can actually build the local governors? Oh, so it was... Yeah, okay, so one is base. Then because we're a kingdom, we started off as a kingdom. We could have just built 2 from the start. Why the hell did I wait that long, then? Yeah, I instantly built this one in Lübeck, and we just put this one down in freaking Viborg. So where do we put the third one down in that case? One is right here, one is right here, one is right here. We'll have that one right there. It makes kind of the most sense to put it down in Malmo, but also maybe something actually on this side, right? Because, yeah, it's one like right there, right there, right there. Yeah, probably like Husum. Yeah, Husum would be pretty nice. Obviously, if we had like Hamburg, we'd put it down right there, but... yeah, let's encourage migration to Husum. Oh, nice, we got the people in there right away. We just need to, yeah, get like 300 more ducats. Damn, man, the council halls are so expensive. Yeah, we gotta wait like 5 months to, you know, to even start building one. Let's finally ditch these guys. And look at this, dude. We just got this queen in charge, Agnes, and we can actually marry quite a few guys that are, you know, in line for the throne or whatever. We can marry the Hungarian crown prince, or we can marry the English crown prince. Oh, very nice. Very nice. He doesn't have any kids, does he? Yep, okay, so their kid will rule both countries. Obviously, England is more powerful than me, probably by quite a lot, so, yeah, by quite a lot, so they'll end up being the senior partner, but we're about to wrap it up anyway, so it's all good. One thing I don't understand is why it's not letting me build a pound lock canal in Husum right here, because, well, it is on the coast, it is at least one of these, but it's still not letting me build it, and it's not really telling me why. Just modern roading it up, oh, sorry, paved roading it up a little bit now. Dude, I think we actually just spawned Lutheran. Yeah, he's in Copenhagen. We spawned it, like, right here in Kiel. Yeah, and everything is getting insta-built up with Lutheran preachers. Well, this might be a pretty bad time to actually flip to Lutheran, since I do want to wrap it up. But if we do go ahead and flip, we lose 50 stability, which is fine. But, you know, we kind of gotta. We're Denmark. obviously we lose the alliances. We're Denmark and we spawned it. There we go. We've converted to Lutheranism. Air religion, same religious group. That's what we're gonna go with. Very nice. Yeah, we can dissolve monasteries or grant ruler divorce, which I never do. But you know, let's do some converting. Why not? And we'll wrap it up in like 2 minutes. Ooh, this is unique for Denmark, so we can get the College of Missions government reform for plus 25% conversion speed. Yeah, let's get it. It's not like we're gonna pick it up because there are other ones that also give us plus 25%, but it's fine. Dude, we actually got Martin Luther as a cabinet member. And officially everything we own is our core after having culture converted these two down here. So now this guy can get busy with converting as well. We actually got some really good events for converting, man. Look, 30% of all pops who follow Catholicism in Denmark embrace Lutheranism. And if we take a look at that, 30% of 400,000 is like quite a lot. We can take our first religious aspect right here. I'm actually going to take this immediately for the proximity speed. It doesn't really make the clergy that powerful. And we got almost 40% crown power anyway. And there we go, folks. As we hit the age of Reformation, we've managed to play tall as Denmark for 200 years. Originally, I was planning to go for just 100, but I did end up having a lot of fun this campaign, man. So, yeah, on the Great Powers list, we're pretty much exactly where we started off. Really didn't do almost any expanding this campaign. We more focused on infrastructure and the economy and control and stuff like that. We did end up taking over all of Scania right here after initially owning 2 locations. Didn't manage to do it through the event, so I did have to fight Sweden, but luckily that all worked out fine. And then, because why not, we did push into Holstein as well, just because the market of Lübeck was there, which helped us make a lot more money. But aside from that, man, obviously every single thing is fully a core. We are in the, in the culture, we're 97% Danish, as you can see. In religion, we've managed to convert almost everything to Lutheran after, embracing it as soon as it spawned, because it spawned in our country. In fact, we still got Martin Luther right here converting some stuff for us, and we're 96.5% Lutheran. In the roads department, we've roaded up every single thing that we can. In the control department, we're control maxing. As you can see, got a bunch of local governors, a naval governor as well, navies, projecting maritime control and stuff like that. And obviously, we could have a pretty big army as well, even though we're not really focusing on that this campaign. Everything else turned out super, super nice. So yeah, we're just chilling over here, man, in Northern Europe, doing our thing, assimilating religions and, and cultures and stuff like that. Not being too aggro. Obviously, some of the Northern German guys might have something to say about us, but it's fine. We're just chilling with everyone. So yeah, a pretty nice campaign as tall Denmark right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a one-off, by the way. I'm not going to be continuing it or anything else like that. I just wanted to get into Denmark, see how they work and do a little bit of tall gameplay because we haven't done it for a while. But yeah, pretty fun campaign for me, even though, it was relatively chill. It was super, super nice, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well because, well, I did. But now it's definitely time to wrap it up. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, man, what other country you'd like to see me play tall with, just like this, like we did with Denmark. Leave a like if you haven't already, because it really does help out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already too, to be on the lookout for more videos like this. And yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.